Greetings, people from all places and races. Today, due to popular demand, I will finally make a video regarding on how a Rabbids Go Home Remake should be made. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, first of all, I think I need to give a little bit of context. Rabbids Go Home was a title made by Ubisoft Montpellier, launched on Nintendo Wii, Nintendo DS, and PC. This last one is a story for another day. On the year 2009. The title was an action-adventure game where the rabbits stole all kinds of stuff from a city in order to make a giant pile to reach to the moon. The title is considered by a large number of people the most iconic and best Rabbids game ever. Some even prefer it over Mario Bros. Rabbids Kingdom Battle. The previously mentioned fact that it's considered the most iconic and best Rabbids game by many people who aren't even Rabbids fans to begin with just shows how many fond memories do people have with the title. I mean, just look at how much fun does Jay Schlatt has playing the game.
I remember this vacuum thing. This actually scared me as a child. It is actually terrifying. And you'll see. No, I'm going away. I'm going this way, man.
Now, taking out of the equation any nostalgic aspect people have on the game, the title hasn't aged very well. The graphics have not really aged well as some of the designs of the characters like the humans and the rabbits. The game feels a bit short in comparison to other titles in the console of the same genre, and sadly, the only good and correct way to play it is the Nintendo Wii version, since the PC one is incomplete and the DS one is a completely different game despite having the same title. Unless you have or find a Wii with the game or use a Dolphin emulator, there isn't really a possible way for you to play it currently. As I've said before, the title has some issues that would have to be addressed in a re-release of it. A full-on remake would do the trick instead of a remaster, since it would allow a larger creative input when creating/redoing the levels, as well as preventing the existence of the problems and glitches of the past. I will mention 3 key aspects and an extra that should be acknowledged on the remake of the title. Number 1. Better graphics and art style. As it is going to be a hypothetical remake, the title should come with better graphics. I suggest that, to keep the cartoony and fluid movements of the original game, Ubisoft should utilize the Snowdrop engine, used in Kingdom Battle and Adventure Party. The art style could be reminiscent of the popular TV show Rabbids Invasion, since I do feel the designs of that show could fit well in the game. Number 2. Greater customization. The customization in Go Home was quite a highlight at the time. It even had a contest on the Rabbids channel for the Wii. It was pretty neat to be able to change the range between the ears and eyes of rabbits, paint their bodies, or even shrink in their heads. But this should be cranked up to 11 on the same level as Mythopia for the Nintendo Switch. I would like to see options to change the skin color of rabbits and be able to change their eye colors and add some hair onto them. This could be great since we could see characters made by the community like Rabbid Loris, Rabbid Wall, Rabbid Dash, Rapple, Riri, Rabbid 2143, and others immortalized in the title. Number 3. New levels. As was previously stated, the game does feel a bit short, and new levels based on unused ideas from the game or even other Rabbid titles like Travel in Time could keep the players a little longer on the adventure. These new levels could also help the fact that the game lacks a 100% completion award, and there isn't really an obligation on being a completionist on the title. Extra difficulty settings. The title was kinda on the easy side, so I do believe that a difficulty setting for more experienced players could keep people interested. Maybe something like having a one-hit you lose mode or making the bosses harder to deal with. This sort of feature has been and keeps on being put onto many remakes and remasters, like the recently announced Klonoa Rebellion Fantasy. Well, that's all I can say about that idea. What would you like to see in a Rabbids Go Home remake? Leave it here on the comment section below. I would really love to read all of your crazy and imaginative ideas. Without anything else to say, I say goodbye, everyone!